programming apps, or are they programming people?
Inadvertently, whether they want to or not, they're shaping the thoughts and feelings and actions of people. They are programming people.
That what all of these systems do, every single one, is it exploits our own natural tendencies in human beings to get and want feedback. And that feedback, chemically speaking, is the release of dopamine in your brain.
Every time your thumb moves across a screen, something in your brain changes. Not metaphorically, physically. Neural pathways shift, dopamine levels spike and crash, and your attention rewires itself to crave the next hit, faster than you can blink. This is not a small side effect of technology. It is a silent redesign of the human mind. Think about it. Constant scrolling, non-stop notifications, endless short clips that last only seconds. Your brain didn't evolve for this. It evolved for focus, for patience, for real-world reward. But social media found a shortcut, a way to hijack the brain's reward system with tiny bursts of pleasure delivered on demand. And the most dangerous part? This transformation happens quietly. You don't feel it. You don't notice it. But the longer you scroll, the harder it becomes to think deeply, stay still, or feel satisfied without your phone. This isn't a distraction anymore. It's rewiring. 1. The silent shift. Not long ago, life came in slower moments. We waited for conversations, for answers, for entertainment. The brain enjoyed long focus, deeper thought, and real-world rewards. But today, that world feels far away. Now, our minds are trained for fast, endless stimulation. One swipe, one tap, one notification, and the brain gets a new hit of excitement. This change didn't happen loudly. No one announced it. It grew quietly inside us, over years of scrolling. Social media feeds are designed to never end. The moment you finish one video, another instantly appears. The brain loves this easy pleasure, so it learns to want more and more. Slow tasks, reading, studying, thinking, suddenly feel difficult. Real life feels boring compared to the bright, fast world inside the phone. The brain becomes restless, waiting becomes painful. Silence feels empty. Without noticing, most people have switched to a new style of attention. Short, distracted, constantly hungry for novelty. We scroll even when we don't want to. We reach for the phone even when nothing is happening. We feel connected to the world, yet disconnected from the moment we're living in. This shift is not just cultural, it's neurological. Our brains are adapting to technology faster than we can understand it. And if we're not careful, we may forget how our minds were originally meant to work. This is how the change begins. Quietly, but everywhere. 2. The science of rewiring. Inside your brain, dopamine controls what feels rewarding. It motivates you to repeat actions that bring joy or success, like spending time with friends, finishing a task, or learning new skills. But social media learned to trigger dopamine without effort. Every swipe offers a tiny surprise, a funny clip, a shocking headline, a like on your post. These micro rewards are unpredictable, which makes the brain chase them even more. This creates a powerful loop. Dopamine, craving, scrolling. Dopamine, craving. The same reward circuits activated in casinos are activated in your phone. Over time, the brain demands more stimulation to feel satisfied. That's when problems begin. Slow activities start to feel painful. Reading one page of a book feels harder than watching 20 short videos. Studying becomes exhausting. Sitting quietly feels wrong. The brain physically rewires itself based on how we use it. The more we scroll, the more we strengthen pathways that expect fast excitement. And the parts of the brain responsible for focus and patience begin to weaken. This doesn't feel dramatic. It feels normal. That's what makes it dangerous. We think scrolling is just a habit, but the brain sees it as survival. This gives dopamine. Keep doing it. The result? Constant craving, lower motivation, shorter attention. Social media doesn't just give us pleasure, it changes what we find pleasurable. And once the brain adapts, real life struggles to compete. 3. Consequences in real life. What happens online doesn't stay online. It affects how we think and feel every single day. One of the biggest changes happens to attention. The brain gets used to switching focus quickly, so staying with one task becomes hard. We open multiple apps, leave videos halfway, and multitask until nothing gets finished. But attention is only the start. Mood also changes. Constant comparison creates insecurity. Everyone else seems happier, richer, more successful. Even if we know it's fake, our brains still react as if it's real. This can lead to anxiety and depression, especially in young minds still developing their identity. Validation becomes another trap. Likes and comments turn into a measure of self-worth. When the numbers drop, confidence drops too. We depend on digital approval to feel good about ourselves. Memory also suffers. Social media floods the brain with quick information. It isn't meant to be remembered, just consumed. So the brain stops saving information deeply. We forget what we saw moments ago, and details slip away faster than before. Emotion weakens as well. When laughter, shock, sadness, and drama are all packed into a 10-second scroll, the brain stops reacting strongly. Real-life emotions feel muted. The result is subtle but serious. Shorter focus, higher stress, weaker memory, and a harder time feeling joy in ordinary moments. This isn't simply distraction. It's a change in how the mind works, one that shapes our daily lives more than we realize. 4. The algorithm's hidden agenda. Social media feels personal. Like it knows exactly what we enjoy. And that's because it does. Algorithms study every action. What you click, what you ignore, how long you look at a post, even the time of day you scroll most. With this information, the platform builds a detailed psychological profile. It learns what excites you, what scares you, what angers you, and what keeps you glued to the screen. Then it feeds you more of those things. Not because they're good for you, but because they increase your screen time. Longer scrolling means more ads, more money, more control. You are not shaping the feed. The feed is shaping you. It teaches your brain what to crave. If negative emotions keep you engaged, you'll see more negative content. If drama grabs your attention, you'll see more conflict. What you watch is not a reflection of your choices. It's a design created to keep your mind hooked. Tech companies invest billions to make platforms addictive. Infinite scroll, autoplay videos, bright notifications, fast rewards. These features are tested on millions until they become irresistible. This isn't entertainment by chance. It's behavior engineering by design. The algorithm doesn't think about your mental health, relationships, or focus. It thinks about one goal: keep you here longer. And without noticing, we let it guide our emotions, beliefs, habits, even our identity. 5. How to take back control. Technology will only grow stronger, but that doesn't mean we must surrender our minds to it. Reclaiming control is possible and surprisingly simple. Start by reducing the interruptions. Turn off notifications that pull your attention without reason. When your phone stops calling your name every few minutes, your mind can breathe again. Set boundaries for scrolling. Choose specific times to check social media instead of reacting to boredom. A few minutes of silence can remind the brain what peace feels like. Try a short dopamine reset. A few hours without fast entertainment. It helps the brain remember how to enjoy slower, deeper activities again. Replace passive scrolling with something creative or meaningful. Reading, drawing, exercising, journaling, or real conversation. These strengthen parts of the brain that social media weakens. And don't be afraid of boredom. Boredom sparks imagination. It teaches the brain to think, wonder, and explore. Many great ideas begin in moments with no screen in sight. You don't have to leave technology. You just have to decide who leads, you or the algorithm. We are the first generation whose minds are being shaped by algorithms. The question isn't if social media is rewiring your brain, it's how much. Before the change becomes permanent, take back control. Check the description for 2 powerful tools to help you stay focused and create smarter. Use Focus Me to block distractions, build better habits, and reclaim your time. Explore OpalStack to build and scale your digital projects with first-class hosting and automation tools. If this video opened your eyes, hit subscribe, tap the like button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's next. Protect your attention. Rebuild your focus. Your mind deserves to be yours again.